YouTube, how are we? New video. Just said I'll just give you a little update on what's happening before I kind of explain what the kind of idea of this video is. So I'm not going to show you what I'm up to in the gym or in work this week because it's very repetitive and it's just going to be the same thing over and over again if I keep showing it. So I'm going to actually show you my high day today. So it's the second day of it. I just weighed myself now. So we have 3 high days, around 3,900 calories, up 1.1 kilo as of this morning. So I'm like 79.8 kilo, and food went down really well. So eating cream rice 3 times a week, hear me, a week, 3 times a day, and then I'm eating chicken rice twice a day, but it's obviously a lot more like food. So it's like 150 grams raw weight rice on 2 meals, and then it's 150 grams cream rice 2 meals and 120 the other. So a lot of carbohydrates, but it's just needed to freshen up the physique. Wasn't like super fatigued this time around compared to the last high day, but it's more so just so we can push fat loss on further from the weekend and wrap up the rest of the fat loss basically, because we're like 3 weeks out this weekend. So yeah, gonna show you the food today, and if there's anything else to speed about I will, but other than that it's actually gonna be a shorter video this week because like I said, I'm not going to show you the same thing because it'll just be boring to watch. So I want to try to keep them as interesting as possible. And if I have anything else to say, I will keep you posted. Also, last thing, I'm literally only up out of bed 5 minutes. So excuse the absolute fucking head on me. It's like 6:30 in the morning. I'm just going to finish off like 4,000 steps here and just get ready for my day. What's happening? Back from the walk, showered, posing rounds done, checked in with gym. So I bet to show you meal 1 on the high day, plus like my little morning routine with hydration in that. So I'll show you now. So this is the morning routine. So 1 magnesium, 1 vitamin D plus K2, 1 curcumin, and 3 omega 3 fish oils, plus 10 grams of creatine, 5 grams of glutamine, and 12 grams of, like, it's basically a serving of a hydration formula called Hydromax with about 750 mils of water. So that's my first thing I do every morning before I eat meal 1. And I bring these with me to work. So I'll have these around 12:30, 1 o'clock. So I just try to keep the curcumin away from training. So I'm training this evening, so it obviously makes sense to have another serving midday because the serving is for 2 capsules. So meal 1, cream of rice. One thing I'll say about any cream of rice users that have it regularly, put it in the fridge overnight if you're having it for meal 1. Tastes way better cold than boiling hot straight off the kettle. Meal 1, so I'm gonna have the macros up on the screen. So cream of rice, raspberries, drizzled peanut butter, and whey protein. Another thing to touch on, like with the high days, like the goal of the high days, it's not supposed to like basically fill these cravings that some people would have on prep. Look, of course, like, look, nice food is nice food, but it doesn't serve a purpose right now to give me a load of like nice food. Like say for example, I'm on a high day, I'm eating like 3,900 calories ish. I'll have it all up on screen later, but say for example I went and got a Supermax or something like that. That would just heighten my food focus to another level, and it would probably make the diet way harder than it needs to be. So the food that we have on the plan that you will see across the day is here to serve a purpose. So all rice based, all to basically fuel my sessions, wash off a bit of fatigue, and keep digestion in a really good spot. So that is the goal. That should be the goal of anyone's high day if they're in like a bit of bother with fatigue or they're going a bit flat. So just take that on board if you're ever in a diet and high days are implemented. Meal 2, I'll put the macros up on the screen, but chicken, rice, pineapple, veg, nice and simple. on my small break in work now, so I'll keep this short because there's people in the office. Just on my lunch there now, just after eating my lunch. I couldn't actually take a video because there was just a lot of people in the canteen. So I'm going to put up what I had now on screen with the macros of the meal. So another rice meal, chicken and rice, a lot of volume as you can see with the calories, but it's just needed right now. And just out to do a few steps and watch the rest of the overlap on my lunch because it's Thursday, it's back, and it's my favourite thing to watch when I have time to watch something, so that's what I'm going to do. YouTube, what's happening? It is now Thursday evening, dawn push. So I'm an idiot, I forgot to show you the pre-workout meal. Had it in work, so I'm just going to pop up a photo of the pre-workout meal from yesterday because it's the exact same. It's just I had it at home yesterday because I was on a rest day. So sorry about that. I was just hungry, was waiting to eat, and I actually just went over my head completely. So I'm going to pop it up on screen now and show the macros. Basically what to touch on now is, so it's my second high day. We were going to run 3 days, but I actually sent Jim over to post shot photos. I was posing with Luke, so shout out Luke if you're watching. Done a few rounds of posing, was sweating buckets after it in the gym with the trunks on, and Jim was just very happy with like how full my body looked. Very inflamed at the moment. My legs are very inflamed, so I'm going to pop up some photos now, show you the look. Obviously, it's not my tightest look because it's not supposed to be right now. It's supposed to be tight on show day. That's the point of it. So it's going to push and pull the last while. Back to baseline food tomorrow. Going to obviously finish out the high day today. And basically he's had enough like kind of feedback from the 2 high days to just put me back at baseline, run 12,000 steps tomorrow, and basically just crack on for the next while on baseline food, wrap up the fat loss phase over the next like 10 days in and around, and then just get fresh for the show. That's all for really now. I'm going to eat my post-workout, which I'll show you. This is the post-workout. So I put the cream rice in the freezer for 5 minutes just to cool it down because I don't really like eating it too hot. But 2 caramel rice cakes, 80 grams of banana, raspberries, nut butter, cream rice, and whey. I am going to pop the macros up on the screen now. I'm going to enjoy this and I might give a few thoughts later on. Just done eating the post-workout. It was absolutely bliss. Back to victim food tomorrow. Jim, if you're watching, your fault. Nah, I'm only joking. No, it's just necessary right now. Now what I would say is, look, the high day's done its job. Like I was touching on, I'm up 1.1 kilo as of this morning. It'll probably shift up slightly tomorrow or hold roughly. Food went down very well. Like I touched on this morning, we want food to fuel my body properly. We don't want high days with random shit like cookies, like Supermax, whatever. All well and good, it's nice food, but it doesn't serve a purpose right now. For someone that might not be a bodybuilder to understand it, they're like, why is he eating more of the same food? Like, why, if he's having such high days, like why doesn't he get something nice? It just doesn't serve a purpose right now. But I've definitely felt a bit shit later today as it went on. Like I was kind of starting training, I was like, Jesus, like I feel very, like not like digestion wise from the food, like the food's set, like it digested very well. It was very settled in my stomach, but it was more so like everything was just like, I was very sluggish. My body was very tired. 3 weeks out on Sunday, fucking crazy. Time is flying by. I'm absolutely, I don't know what to be thinking, like, because obviously I'm excited for the improvement phase, but I'm also going, like, I feel like I'm going to miss this so much when it's over. So I'm just trying to make the absolute most of it as it's going by. Like I said in the previous vlogs, after the first show, we'll discuss to see if it's feasible to do the second show, if it's worth doing basically, and if so, that's 7.5 weeks away, the NBFI. So we'll decide after the show. I'm keen on doing a second show, but we'll just see what the look is like and see if my body is like good enough to kind of go on again for another few weeks, which I think it will be, but we'll decide. Yeah, look, different YouTube video this week. Obviously, I only uploaded my other YouTube this morning, so if anyone has watched it, thank you. I really do appreciate it. I've got a nice few comments over the last while, and it's obviously something as well that, like, not nervous about doing. Like, I always wanted to do this. Like, when I was young, like, I was like, this is the, like, people that like we all watch YouTube. Like, if you're watching this now, you're watching YouTube. So watching people, like, I just enjoyed it. I was like, this is cool. Like, I want to do this at some stage, and now I'm doing it. So I really do appreciate anyone that's watching it. I'm gonna wrap it up here. A different type of video for this week. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll talk soon.